Hey, Rachel, what's up?
I have a brother-in-law who has cancer of the stomach, and I'm not home, so I don't have the exact name that he had. And I had him juicing last year, and he was going back and forth to the doctor, and it shrank a great amount. But it's been like 18 months, I think, that he's known that he's had it, and he's just starting back juicing now, but he's really sick now.
Okay, so he was diagnosed 18 months ago?
He was diagnosed like between 16 and 18 months ago, and he did really awesome. When I was even juicing for him in the beginning, like every day, and he was drinking a whole lot of juice, and I made him stop eating meat and stuff. But he got a lot better. He was a lot stronger. But I have not seen him in a couple of months, and I haven't seen him because I don't want to invade his privacy. But I hear that he's really, really small and he's sick. So I sent him a juicer yesterday when I heard that, but I don't know, I don't know exactly what kind of cancer he has, but it's in the stomach, and I think it's a lot worse now.
Okay, so you got a hold of me asking for some help for you so that you can help him?
Yeah, it's just like advice, I guess, for cancer, and I had him started him on like stuff like red clover, tea, and what else? Slippery elm bark tea, and just juicing. But he's very small, is what I've been told.
Yeah, he's lost
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
weight.
He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, well, do you know what else is going on in his life? Did he have a bad diet for a long time?
He had a bad diet for a long time, and the only thing that seemed like it was helping was the juicing. But I think he got comfortable because he was he had gotten better. You know, people get a false sense of security.
So he lost momentum.
I'm sorry, I can hear you.
He lost momentum?
Well, I think he thought he was better. You know what I mean? And then he started going back to his old patterns, is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, okay, and that's definitely what happens. Unless someone really anchors in and embraces this lifestyle as a permanent lifestyle change, so that
Right.
the cancer and the diseases and the illnesses don't come back.
Right.
There may be some other underlying issues, self-worth issues, that need to be addressed. I don't know if you've brought that up with him or not, but you might want to see if he gets some counseling, some therapy.
And I was telling him, I mean, over the phone when I talked to him the other day, when I found out that he was, because see, I have my own business and he does too, and I think part of it is that he overworks himself so much,
Uh-huh.
and you have to focus on your diet. I mean, it has to be a priority because you do work a lot.
Right.
He works a lot, and I do too. And that's why I didn't know really totally what's going on with him because I work a lot on myself. But I was telling him that, you have to we can't do it for you.
Right.
You have to want to do it.
How involved is he?
Well, now my sister, well, not my sister, he's my brother-in-law. My sister and him aren't married anymore, but she's having to start juicing for him in the last, few days. But his wife that he's married to, she's not committed to any kind of healthy diet or juicing for him or anything. So it's kind of like, we have to, because he's weak now, to get him a little bit stronger, we have to help him.
Okay, right. So he's gonna.
He doesn't have a good support system right now. You know what I mean?
Okay, so he's worked himself ill,
Yeah, basically.
And
Taking care of other people.
taking care of other people. What's his business?
He's a construction company.
What kind of construction?
Well, he owns a lot of houses, and he'll go in and totally redo them and sell them. He's been doing it for years. He inherited the business from his father, but he took it to the next level. He has a lot of properties that he does that too. So
Okay.
it's like, from crack of dawn till late at night he's working.
He's a work addict. Yeah, he's probably trying to use the work as a way to avoid something.
Yeah.
You might want to, you might want to bring that up and just see if you can plant that seed in his head, because a lot of times people will use work or drugs or relationships or a
Definitely.
great many hosts of anything to avoid being present with themselves. And
Definitely.
I can't, if unless, meditation is extremely helpful, learning for him to slow down and really look at what's going on inside of himself, find out some of the underlying issues, belief systems that he has. So you might want to show him this video. I'll post it just for him. Maybe somebody else out there is going to get a tip or two, a nugget, and make it worth watching this thing. But embracing the lifestyle, embracing health on every level in a holistic way when it comes to diet, stress reduction, and really observing the unconscious mind, observing the thoughts and belief systems.
Okay.
So that you can begin the process of changing those into something more healthy, like I am worthy of health. And
Definitely.
so that might be something that he wants to work on. Like I said, you can show him this video and and give him a couple of ideas on. Basically, changing the diet is going to be huge when it comes to stomach cancer. Eating simple, basic raw foods like fruits and herbs and the juices, particularly, to soothe and heal the stomach. But that might be just his weak point there. And it's all the other lifestyle issues as well that are compounding this situation. So we don't have to work hard in this world. We just have to work smart. And sometimes we think if we want to get ahead, we have to kill ourselves physically, but it's not true. We want to be magnetic for our goals and for our dreams. And so we just live a more powerful and effortless life. So again, I wanted to say that on this video so when he sees it, it'll help him to...
It'll resonate with him. I think it's partially, and this is only me from the outside looking in, him and my sister are divorced, but they're still friends, but he remarried, and I think the relationship is toxic. And then, he's very great at what he does, but it's just a lot. He's, like you said, he's using it as an escape from, I think, an unhealthy lifestyle, relationship, etc.
So the relationship he's in now is toxic.
Well, I was juicing for him, and she's just not supportive. Even if you don't understand it, then she would sometimes even throw it away. She's not supportive of the things that we're trying to do. I just think it's not healthy.
Yeah, he needs to look at that as soon as possible. Healthy relationships are absolutely mandatory. That's one of the areas I'll be going into for sure in the future here, making sure that we are equally yoked with somebody, as well as being supported and loved unconditionally throughout all of our brokenness and pain. And so if we're not in that situation and we're not being supported and loved 100% in the way we need to be, then we need to opt out and find somebody who is supportive, loving, nurturing, and fits our model of what life and happiness is. And so again, we're looking at the unconscious in that way as far as our childhood programs go, what we might have observed with our parents. A lot of toxic relationships, easy to get into that pattern, but breaking out of that and taking the last relationship and growing and moving into a higher level of vibrational equalness. And also, everyone should just be loved and supported. And if we're not, then it's showing that we're not loving and supporting ourselves. And then when something like cancer shows up, it's really a no-brainer.
Right.
We really need to learn to love ourselves, honor ourselves. And if we're not, we need to look to some higher source within us to excavate those repeated patterns. And we can begin to build new neural pathways, regenerate our brain, and create a new life. That's what he's going to need to do. And so this is a really good...
Definitely, because...
Go ahead.
Definitely. He's selfless. He needs to take care of himself. That's the exact point that you're driving home is so true, because he's selfless. He helps everybody. Like, literally everybody.
He's doing a lot, I think, to avoid some kind of pain, and I want to encourage him to go get some therapy, sit down with somebody who's a good fit, a couple times a week, 3 times a week, whatever it takes. In the beginning, I like to hit it hard myself. If I'm trying to get through something, I like to hit it hard in the beginning, and then I can step back to maybe once a week or twice a month or something like that. But
Right.
right now it is the era of self-care, and he's going to really need to learn to love and care for himself. And you have to treat your body like it is the temple that you're going to live in for the rest of your life, because that's exactly what it is. So
What it is.
we need to take care of
Yeah.
the temple, and the temple is a manifestation of the spirit. You know, the spirit keeps the body alive, but if the spirit is suffering, the energy is not going to flow through the meridians in the body. The organs won't be fed. There'll be a lack of nerve flow, blood flow, and lymph flow. And then some type of issue is going to arise, and there's going to be some type of illness that takes place. So I hope that all of that helps. That should be at least enough to get him started,
Yeah.
and to let him know that I know that my viewers are praying for him, and we're all praying for each other and wishing wellness by taking care of ourselves and uplifting the world in that way, and really prioritizing on our physical temple, our emotional temple, through the rebuilding and regenerating of our minds by thinking positive thoughts and reprogramming the mind with just keep coming back to affirmative and positive statements about how blessed we are to have this life and all the opportunities for growth that go along with it, like an experience like this. So he can look at some things that he hasn't been willing to look at right now, and that's why these issues are arising.
Okay.
So I will pop this video up, Rachel, and I thank you for getting a hold of me here. Is there anything else?
I thank you for calling. I thank you for calling me back. No, I'm just going to start him back on the juicing regimen that I had him on before, because the doctors were very, very impressed with how much that it had shrank. So we just started that like the day before yesterday.
Okay.
And I actually just gave him my old juicer. I mean, it worked fine, but I just gave him my old juicer. So he has his own juicer, and then we're still juicing for him. And
Excellent.
somebody's going to be there with him like around the clock, just so he can have some kind of support.
And so if he's got, you know, the best thing, the affordability, if he's got the affordability to really hit those juices 2 to 3 quarts a day, and use the enzymes and probiotics to clean up his whole stomach, you know, and start regenerating.
And what kind of enzymes do you recommend?
Well, right below this video, there'll be a link for it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
another one of those tools that helps accelerate the cleansing and healing process. Especially,
Is it the enzyme that you talked about? I forgot the man's name. Was another man in a video
yeah,
a while
Lifezyme
back?
from Puridyne.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I saw those.
Yeah, so those
Okay.
will also help. You can get the Purizyme, which is got a lot of proteolytic enzymes, which will help to break up some of the tissue that's built up in that area. Start breaking it down, and helping to gobble it up and move it out of the system, as well as alkalinizing with the juices. A good blend. Make sure he's getting plenty of green juice.
Yeah.
Herbs.
That's what I had him on before.
Good.
I had him on a really strong like green regimen, and I was making him like 2 gallons a day, and he was drinking like all of it, you know.
Excellent. Okay, well, you're doing a great job, Rachel. I'm glad you got a hold of
And,
me.
and my nephew too. I've turned quite a few people, so it helps other people too. But I really thank you for calling me back, because I didn't think you were going to be able to call me back this fast. Really appreciate it.
Well, you're the lucky lottery winner for the day, so I'm glad it was you, Rachel, and I hope that this video helps some people, and I hope that it helps your friend, Mr. Anonymous. Let him know that we care about him and we want to see him bounce back and have a powerful life so that he can continue to do his work and provide his service and loving care for people that he's been doing. And so we're going to send him off with that. We wish him the best.
Well, thanks a lot for the work that you're doing.
No problem, Rachel. It actually very much is my pleasure. So take care now, okay?
You too.
Let me know how it
Okay.
goes in a month or two via email, okay?
Okay, I sure will. Thanks, Dan.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. DTM is going to see a lot more of these coming up these days. Trying to do my best to help with the juices. I'm telling you, everyone on planet Earth, just because of the nature of the way things are, you know, yes, you can eat your fruits and vegetables, but it takes a lot longer to eat a bundle of parsley than it does to drink it, and it takes more time to break it down and absorb it than if you just put it through a juicer. You know, the juicer is just sort of like an extra set of electric teeth, and if you have a high quality juicer like the Green Star, you're going to keep the highest quality and you're going to maximize the extraction of the juices, and then you're going to be able to get a lot of chlorophyll, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, purify the blood, and to, you know, displace some of those other heavier foods. Of course, you've got to look at all the other issues that we discussed in this video too: lifestyle choices, unconscious mental patterns that need to come to the surface. Everything is an opportunity for you to see you know, your life is a reflection of what's going on inside your mind. So I highly encourage all of us to continue to think positively, to program ourselves in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening with positive self-statements. Plant those seeds and then just let that go, you know what I mean? And let those seeds just grow in your mind, okay? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk with you again soon. Peace.